Okay, so let's talk about time management for a bit. Now, we all know why it's so essential and so important to manage our time, but let's really understand the why we need to manage our time. Because at the end of the day, we do not want to feel burnt out. We do not want to feel really exhausted, that we don't have enough time for ourselves and the tasks that we really enjoy to do just because we are really bad at time management. So our priorities are all over the place, our time is all over the place, and the tasks that we need to do in the first place is actually not even done yet. So here I'm going to give you 10 effective tips as to how you can actually effectively manage your time and make room and space for all the things that you really enjoy to do. To understand the basic thing is that we own all of our time. Like, I own all of my time, you own all of yours. So when you say you're running out of time, there's a simple explanation behind that is you haven't really managed your time well, and that's why you're running out of time, whether that be for a simple task, whether that means you're going to be late to an event, whether that means that, you know what, the deadline's here and you really haven't done anything about it. But that also means that you are completely and solely in charge of your own time, and that means you can manage it however you want throughout the day, whatever your day looks like, whatever your week looks like, whatever your month looks like. And hey, if you're a business, whatever your year looks like. But again, that just means that you have all of the priorities in place to be able to manage your time effectively. Second thing you're going to do is you're going to use the hell yes or the hell no rule here. I think we've all heard about this one, is because it's really, really, really crucial. Again, this all comes down to priorities and getting them on track. Because if you are conflicted in making a decision, for example, if your friend was to call you for a dinner or a movie, and you know what, you really have a task to do, you have something else to work on. If the dinner or that movie feels like a conflict between a yes or a no, where you're like, I should go, I shouldn't go, that's a no. That's a straightforward no. Unless and until when the friend approaches you and you're like, you know what, yes, let's do it. Because you know what, you work throughout the day and you're really tired, you really need a break, and you want that little bit of a treat. Great. If that yes comes out of you like an instinct, that's a yes. But if you're conflicted, that is most definitely a no. And that's how you're going to sort and prioritize your life. The third thing you're going to do is you're going to use energy based time management systems. And now what that means is simply you're going to recognize at what times of the day your energy is at its peak. For some people, it can be in the afternoon. For some people, it's in the morning, it's in the evening. Whenever it is at peak, you're going to keep all of the mentally or the intellectually heavy tasks for that period of time, so that you have that amount of focus, that concentration to be able to do that particular task at that time. And to maximize on that, you are going to set a to-do list in the sense of an ascending order, whether that be mentally challenging, in the sense you need to put in the work, you need to sit with all your focus and concentration with that task, to something that's a little more lighthearted towards the end of the day, where your energy is probably a little low. The fourth thing you're going to do is you're going to batch similar tasks. That is, you're going to reduce your intellectual load. Now, let me give you an example from a content creator point of view. Now, I know there's going to be a scripting day, there's going to be an editing day, and there's going to be a filming day. So what I do is, on the day that I need to script, I don't just script my YouTube videos, but I also script my brand deals, and I script for anything else that I need to script for. So I'm just using one part of my brain to do all of that scripting, and that's all I do that day. On the second day, again, there's going to be a bunch of editing, whether that be for brands, whether that be my YouTube, whether that be anything else, my personal photo shoots or something like that. It can be literally anything, but my editing is just set for that day. So I'm just using one portion of my brain again, and I'm not switching between tasks, thus simplifying the process for me and also reducing my intellectual load. And on the day that I'm filming content is the day I'm going to film everything that I have on this planet, is because I'm in that zone already. I'm using that part of my creative brain to actually film content. And you know, I've got that energy with me, I've got that aura, I've got that vibration where I'm just filming. And you know what, you kind of have to put in a little bit more energy, you kind of have to put in a bit more work when you're filming, you have to bring in that persona. And you know what, that's okay, because you're ready, you mentally prepare yourself in the morning where you're like, oh, this is what the day is going to look like, today is filming day. And that's all you're going to do. To be able to effectively manage this, Keep practicing it over and over again till the point it actually becomes a stable system in your life. And once it's a system in your life, you are going to be set. Fifth thing you're going to do is you're going to time block. Well, time blocking is very essential when it comes to getting your priorities on track and having a routine for the day, so that at the end of the day you're not tired and you're not burnt out, and you know what, you still have the energy to do the things that you really want to do. So time blocking can be very effective in the sense of, you know what, you block a 2 hour period in the morning where you just answer your emails, you go through your calls, you know what, you do your meetings, you schedule all of that within that 2 hour block, and that's about it. And after that, you take a break, because these integrated breaks are exactly what your brain needs to switch off, just divert your attention and focus for a second, and then come back with a fresh start, so that, you know what, your brain's a little bit rehydrated and it can actually kickstart. Also, time blocking is not just going to allow you to have separate periods of time throughout the day where you're working effectively. You can arrange that according to your energy levels, actually. So for example, if you want to go work out in the gym, it completely depends. Some people work out in the middle of the afternoon, some people work out late in the evenings. It's because they feel like, you know what, their energy levels to work out are better at that time. So you need to figure out what kind of energy levels you work on, and you can time block those periods accordingly. The sixth thing you're going to do is you're going to focus on improving your productivity. And what that means is you're going to inculcate a lot of habits, a lot of routines, a lot of day-to-day tasks, to-do lists, calendars. You're going to have habit stacking in place, just so that you can maximize on the time that you're actually working fully focused, and you know what, you can actually get a lot more out of it. I have a whole different video, actually I have a bunch of videos on productivity, so just go watch that, so that, you know what, it's going to make a lot more sense for you, and you can actually inculcate all of those productivity habits and rituals into your daily routine. There is no one size fit all. So, you know what, make it your own and do what suits you the best. Now you're going to weigh in heavy on certain long term goals and certain short term goals. So, you're going to time manage according to those. Like the long term goals do need that consistency, and they do need you to be present. And you know, it depends on what your long term goal is. The eighth thing is you're going to use scheduling assistance, whether that be simply your Google Planner, or you use Notion, or you use any of these apps that you want to use, whether that's to boost your productivity, whether that is just to keep a focused to-do list, just to make sure that you're on top of things. It can be a simple task manager app, it does not matter, as long as you know that you have been initiated in the sense of, okay, this is what you need to do for the next 2 hours, this is what you need to do after you do that particular XYZ task that you said you were going to do. This is when you need to take a break, this is when you need to go to the gym, this is when you need to eat, this is when you need to sleep. As long as you know what, there are daily reminders of these things, your cognitive load reduces immediately. Now, that does not mean that I'm promoting heavy reliance on technology or something, but you need to use all of these just to simplify the whole process for you, because you already have a bunch of tasks at hand that you're really doing. So once this is in place, once you have a calendar or a task manager in place, where you know what, you know, this is my to-do list, where you just sit weekly and you keep updating that, so that you know what, you've got a whole weekly schedule in front of you. You can just go in mindlessly, and now you know, I've got a meeting scheduled for this, I've got a call here, I've got to check my emails here, I've got to respond to this, I have an event there. You're golden. You're going to be so sad, because that's just taking off that extra cognitive load that your brain was going to manage anyways. Now, the ninth thing is kind of a very important thing, is that you're going to learn how to delegate. If you're someone who does everything on their own and by themselves, I'm telling you, this is going to be a bit of a surprise, because delegation is going to reduce your cognitive load so much, and to the point that, you know what, you're actually going to enjoy your task at hand, and you're not going to feel all tired and burnt out and grumpy, is because you're actually doing the thing that you really enjoy to do in the first place. For example, if you're a YouTuber like me, you know what you enjoy, and that is the filming part of things. You do not enjoy the scripting that much, you do not enjoy the editing that much, you know what, making the thumbnail and all of that. So if you can, you're going to outsource this, and you're going to delegate tasks to people. Now, this could apply to any and every aspect in any and every career or field that you're in, whether that be you're in whatever position. Never be afraid to ask for help, just so that you know what, you can distribute the cognitive load, and somebody else is looking after something that you probably couldn't have looked after yourself that much better, or it's just putting a lot of pressure on you in a way. The last but not the least, You're going to listen to all the time management tactics that are out there, all of the time management tips, tricks, lessons that are out there, but you are going to implement your own schedule and system that works for you. Everybody's so different. Everybody's life is so different. Some people lead a very normal, chill life, whereas some people are working really intense schedules. You know what? There is just no one size fit all, like I told you guys. So it's not just me sitting here and telling you what to do. You need to pick out the points that you can use out of this and implement that into your daily life, just so that it kind of simplifies your life for you. It reduces your cognitive load, and you actually have the time at the end of the day to be able to just relax, to just watch some television, or just watch something on your phone, or just just spend time with your family, go out, paint, take a class, just go dancing, go work out in the gym. So you have enough time to do all of the things that actually make you feel fulfilled in a way, and they don't just like drain you, because all of this can be very draining. The kind of tasks that we work on, the kind of life that we lead, the lifestyle that we have, the jobs that we're working, all of this is exhausting, and I completely get it. So you need to make this your own and make it in a way that, you know what, it fits your schedule the best, and you know what fits you the best, and you know what works for you the best. So go ahead and do that. Having said that, we come to the end of this brilliant video. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I hope you guys took some pointers from it. And if you did, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Till then, I'm going to see you guys in my next one. Take care and bye.
Money on top of me, money on top of her. Money on top of me, money on top of her. Daddy fuck on me 'cause